Hey Storm Chasers fans, welcome to Chasers Chat presented by Lamson, Dugan, and Murray.
Tyler, let's go back to your earliest baseball memories. How did you get introduced to the sport? What was your first introduction to baseball?
Really just like T-ball when I was really little. Like I can't even remember like a time in my life where I didn't have like a bat in my hand, ball in my hand, and playing in some sort of sport. So it started at a really, really young age.
Who was your team growing up? Who were some of your favorite players? Who did you idolize?
Weirdly enough, the New York Mets were my team growing up, and like Mike Piazza, David Wright, those guys. And so, I mean, the Royals beating the Mets in the World Series in 2015 was honestly, it was pretty painful for high school Tyler, but now it's pretty cool.
You loved having Christian Colon on your staff last year in Northwest Arkansas.
Yeah, that was one of the first things I told him was like that hit that you got, and that kind of crushed me as a 16-year-old, and that's how I let him know, and it was a nice little moment.
Between Little League, high school, college ball, now professional, what stands out to you as a favorite memory or maybe a couple of favorite memories playing baseball?
I played in this thing called the Sun Belt Tournament where I played for Team Tennessee, and we played a bunch of the other teams that represented their states, and so it's always fun where you get to represent where you're from.
So we've talked enough baseball. Let's get to know you off the field a little bit. In your free time, what are some of your hobbies? What are some things you're doing away from the field?
Playing video games, watching sports. I mean, everything revolves around sports for me. So, I mean, I haven't quite gotten into golf yet, but I'm sure I will one day.
What are the go-to video games for you right now?
Right now, it's a MLB The Show. I've really gotten into it, and it's a lot of fun.
You just got your own Real 99 card in MLB The Show. How cool is that to be able to play as yourself in a video game?
That's what kind of got me back into it, and it was really cool when they reached out and did that for me. And so like it's kind of surreal. Like I grew up playing since probably like 2007 those games, and so getting to use myself in the game, that is really exciting.
And not to put you on the spot, but our social media manager Nina did a little bit of digging through your Instagram, and there's a post that I got to ask about. Your hair's dyed. If you swipe, it looks like there are a bunch of you guys singing on the bus. Take me through what's going on in this post.
Yeah, that would have been when we were going to the Junior College World Series my freshman year at Walters State, and a bunch of the guys, normally like baseball players for big postseason stuff, want to like dye your hair or something. So a bunch of us dyed our hair blonde, and it felt appropriate with at least like 5 of us with our hair dyed blonde to sing a Backstreet Boys song on the bus on the way to the World Series. And so that's the explanation behind that Instagram post.
What were some of the shows that you watched as a kid growing up?
I'd probably say like Friends and Breaking Bad and Seinfeld. Actually, I did like a lot of those 90s sitcoms. Like when they started coming out on Netflix and watching those.
What was your favorite sport to play outside of baseball?
Definitely basketball. It was like people would ask me all the time in high school, like, what's your favorite, like what do you like better? Because I played both of them all the way through high school, and I didn't really have an answer. I was definitely a lot better at baseball, but basketball was, I mean, it's so much fun, just the constant action of the game and being able to play both ends, and I liked it a lot.
What's your go-to fast food if you need something quick to eat?
Well, Erica already knows this. It's McDonald's, and I just had some before this interview, and I haven't had it in a while, but I mean, I'm sorry, Erica, but I mean, it's great. It's got so many good options. It's very affordable. It's nice.
So what's your go-to order at McDonald's then?
Normally the double quarter pounder with cheese meal, but I just had the 10-piece chicken nugget meal today. Yeah.
Are there any other weaknesses, food or otherwise, they're going to be tough to resist?
A little bit of a sweet tooth. Like if they have like in the player lounge like cookies, or like yesterday it was cinnamon rolls, I can't help myself if they're put right in front of me.
You ever go to candy maybe?
I'm actually not that big into candies though, so that's probably a good thing.
Wrapping things up here with Tyler Gentry, 2 more questions for you. One, what did it mean to win the George Brett Award as the Royals' top minor league hitter last year?
It was one of the more exciting moments of my career. It's, being in front of all the people that I've been working with the last few years and forming relationships with, being able to be recognized in front of all of them. It was a moment I'll remember for a long time.
And then overarching life, baseball, otherwise, who's been the most influential figure in your life?
If I can say 2, I'd say both my parents. They're constantly supporting me, constantly, my whole life growing up, they did a really good job looking back now of raising me, and so I'm always thankful for that.
This has been a Chasers Chat with Tyler Gentry. Tyler, really appreciate the time, and best of luck the rest of the season.
Thank you.